Well, hello there. It's your little birdie, sweet, sweet, and welcome. We have Nancy Drew today, and then later we'll have Mortuary Assistant. It's I've been playing way too much horror lately. Okay, maybe I haven't been playing enough horror. Let's do this, yeah? We got Blue Moon. My face always feels like wrong where it's at. I don't. I don't know why. Oh. What are you doing? Yeah, I'm not gonna fiddle with that too much right now. I'm just gonna shut off the cam box so I quit worrying about it. Because I will worry about it. That's what I. Anyway. I got game on my phone.
Welcome to my latest case, Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. To start, choose junior or senior. Dear Hannah, here I am at the railroad station along with a handful of other detectives about to board a train bound for who knows where. The only person who knows where we're going is Lori Gerard. That's the young woman who invited everyone. Actually, she didn't really invite me. She invited Frank and Joe Hardy, and they invited me. And I've always wanted to join forces with the Hardy Boys. I just hope this doesn't turn out to be another one of Lori's silly attempts to grab publicity. Some people can be a little too rich and a little too famous for their own good.
All aboard!
Wish me luck. Love, Nancy.
Well, people, now that our little orientation tour is over, let's get started. Okay, I, again, am Lori Gerard, and the first thing I want to do is thank you all for coming. John Gray, I am so thrilled that you're taking time out from that TV show of yours to do some ghost hunting here with us. I mean, Ghost Chasers is like the best cable show ever. And Charlena Purcell, I cannot tell you how much I adore those romance novels you write. Your characters just seem so real. And all that stuff you know about the Old West, you are just awesome. And Tino Balducci, only the most famous police detective in the country. And then there's Frank and Joe Hardy. They're amateur detectives. My dad and their dad are old friends. And you must be the other amateur detective, their friend, Natalie?
Nancy Drew?
Whatever. All right, I'll bet you're wondering where we're going. Well, we're going to Copper Gorge, Colorado. Why? To solve the mystery of what happened to Jake Hurley, the man who originally owned this train. Because see, one day in 1903, this train was found in a place called Blue Moon Canyon, which was out in the middle of the Nevada desert. Only the engineer was on board, and he was dead. As for Jake Hurley, he had disappeared from the face of the earth. Oh, and two more things. Before he disappeared, Jake was rumored to have found the richest gold mine in the world. And the train he owned, this train, his wife Camille died on it while they were going to the gold fields. It was rumored to be haunted.
She's gone.
Oh my gosh.
What
What in the world?
Hey, what's going on?
People should never go tampering with things they don't understand.
Oh, brother.
It's okay. Everybody just stay calm. No need to panic. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Well, Nancy, you're up on all that social etiquette stuff. What are you supposed to do when your hostess vanishes into thin air?
You know.
If I don't seem concerned, it's because I'm not. Laurie Gerard is a young woman whose only goal in life is to be famous. She craves attention and habitually uses her father's considerable wealth to get it.
So you think her
It's very
disappearing like that
creative.
is just some kind of publicity stunt?
I just think she couldn't resist showing off in front of all of us minor celebrities. What was your name again?
Nancy Drew, you and I have actually met. Sort of. I called you not too long ago when I was at Shadow Ranch. You gave me some information about Dirk
haven't played
Valentine.
Shadow Ranch.
Ah, Nancy Drew.
You don't remember me, do you?
No.
That's fair.
Have you ever met Laurie's other guests before?
Psst, Nancy! Come here!
Excuse me for a second.
This way. What do you want? Oh, there's shoes.
Sadie Crawford.
Taking these. No, I'm not taking these. Oh, well.
It looks like there's something behind this painting, but I can't seem to move it.
Hey, Nance.
Hello.
Where have you two
Call?
been?
I followed Tino Balducci.
And I went after John Gray. He went straight to the room in the car that used to be Camille's and didn't come out again. I could hear all these weird noises coming from inside.
Just like Ghost Hunter.
Any idea what he was doing?
I was just about to go in, but the next thing I know, Joe's got my arm in a vice grip and is dragging me back here, babbling about how Balducci's our guy.
He found something on the floor right where Laurie was standing when the train went dark. I saw him pick it up and put it in his pocket. Then he left.
Well, what was it?
Did you see what it was?
When I tried to talk to him, he just kind of brushed me aside and said something snotty like, "I'm on the job here, Junior, so just go back to the playground and stay out of the way." In case you two hadn't noticed, we're not getting a lot of respect around here. Can't we at least tell Balducci that we do stuff for ATAC?
You know the rules.
ATAC?
American Teens Against Crime. We do a lot of undercover work for them.
Wonder Cop's probably never even been undercover.
Joe,
yes,
let
very,
it go. What'd Charlena have to say?
She thinks Laurie is faking this whole disappearance thing.
She's not the only one.
How can you say that? You heard Laurie scream.
Anybody can scream, Joe. Especially girls whose fathers have given them acting lessons along with everything else they've ever wanted.
What about you, Nancy? What do you think?
I kind of agree with Frank.
You've got to be kidding.
Has anyone talked to the engineer?
Not that I know of.
Then I'm going to head up front and tell him what's happened. Maybe he knows something we don't.
Good idea. In the meantime, we'll take another look around in here.
Great. Catch you later.
Yeah. Yeah. Streaming's not that hard, I don't think.
Engineer, what do you want?
Hello, I'm one of the passengers, and I just thought you should know that Laurie Gerard has disappeared.
So?
Did you know she was going to disappear?
Hey, all I know is I take orders from Miss Gerard, okay? Right now my orders are to get this train to Copper Gorge non-stop. And until Miss Gerard tells me otherwise, that's what I'm gonna do.
But Laurie may not even be on the train anymore.
Look, Miss Gerard may not be a rocket scientist or anything, but even she knows better than to jump off a moving train.
But
Now,
You
if
know
you'll
what, fair.
excuse me, I got me a train to run.
a square and a duck.
Square duck, yes.
This door goes outside. Opening it now would not be a good idea. Looks like some sort of steam valve.
Oh, this is a very pretty train. I have played this one. Like, I know that I have played it. Fresh from the game session. But honestly, I remember almost none of it. It's been so long, which is why.
Is
what I
this
was
Jake
trying
and his
for-
wife?
Yes. From what I've read, Camille loved to sing and dance, even in death, apparently. Jake reportedly told people that after she died, he would sometimes see strange glowing lights outside the windows at night, bobbing gracefully alongside the train as if dancing with it. He said he found the sight very comforting. I suspect normal people would have found it terrifying.
I'm sure. Oh, I have a pencil.
Pretty. Looks like some kind of gemstone.
Either missing an eye or. Alright. What do we got? This is wrong. This corner goes here. Enter. Other way. Like so. Alright, what do I have wrong? This one goes here. Are you happy? No? This doesn't look quite right. Maybe. Just like that. I accidentally flipped that. Hey, what? Well, I think this one goes in this corner. Still not quite right. Maybe this one's up top. I'm squinting at it. I'm sorry. And this is definitely one of these smaller corners. I'm just trying to match it. There we go. Hey, Croissant! Sorry, I was doing a focus.
Left pickaxe and lamp with buhl for safekeeping. To open what's closed, lead is the key. Or is it lead is the key?
What's mine now?
This must have been the sleeping car.
Any more chess puzzles? Not yet.
I need 4 numbers to unlock this, and there's, what, 10,000 possible combinations? Guessing could take me a while.
Not really. Quiet. What if I don't wanna? Ill-tempered Edna could not get her way. She couldn't get Alice to come out and play. I can't, I'm too tired is what Alice said. I just want to go straight back to bed. Edna angrily tried to make herself heard, but all that came out was one two-part word. Why, I'm not your mother, knowing Alice replied. The terrible finally gave up and cried. Right. I don't see anything in this. What if I don't want to? Grab. Amber, after all. Ah, this is the ghost hunter.
Hey, come on over here. Hi, you're that Nancy person. How you doing? John Gray.
Hello. I found the ghost hunter.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I've seen your TV show.
The cat was
Then
still
I don't have to explain what I'm doing.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Right now I'm taking time-lapse electromagnetic readings and recording background noise. This was Camille's private car. If she had something to do with Laurie's disappearance, analyzing these readings may give me a clue as to Laurie's whereabouts.
Okay.
Do you really think that a moving train can be haunted?
Sure.
I do, yeah.
A train is basically nothing but a living space on wheels, and just like a house or a hotel, its walls can capture and hold energy, however infinitesimal, whatever its source. You see, what to most people are ghosts are actually temporary distortions in local electromagnetic fields caused by the presence of residual psychic energy generated by the person or persons who frequented that particular locale. That's my working theory, at least.
It's a pretty common theory. Good for you.
That's very interesting.
It's all very scientific. But the fact is, Laurie's missing, and I, for one, am doing everything in my power to find her. The vibes I'm getting make me think she could be in serious trouble.
Vibes.
Charlena Purcell thinks Lori is just playing some kind of joke on us.
Charlena Purcell writes romance novels. End of comment.
Is Lori a friend of yours?
First time I met her was when I boarded this train with all the rest of you. I knew her by reputation, of course, like everyone else who reads the tabloids. It doesn't appear that anyone aboard this train is her friend.
I don't read the tabloids, so maybe you should tell me more.
Maybe she doesn't have any friends.
Wouldn't be surprised. Maybe you can be too rich after all.
You know, you can be too rich. However, I will take money.
What do you think of Tino Balducci?
I kind of
I'm
feel
not
sorry
too
for the guy.
rich.
After catching those bank robbers, he can't just be a good cop anymore. He's got to be a great cop. Tough to perform under that kind of pressure.
Yep,
Thanks for
you.
the chat.
Have
Goodbye.
fun with the,
This looks like some sort of game.
I think it's broken.
Shoot!
Click button.
Shoot!
I didn't click button. No. Really? I click button. I see that you have chatted out of the corner of my eye, but
Darn.
okay, I will turn up my mic and turn down the game. Is that acceptable? Is that better?
I did it! Wonder what's in here.
Alright, thank you for letting me know. Alright, well, we got a thing. I have a cell phone. I remember when I had a cell phone like that, man. No, not that. This.
Don't do that, please! Those microphones I set up over there are very sensitive. You just about took out my eardrums.
Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
can play that thing when I'm done. I'll let you know when that is, all right?
Okay.
What my coconut ball? It's like I'm good at mic. So this looks like a satellite dish, not a mic. So please forgive me. That looks like my sister Olivia when she was little. Huh. That's strange. Ruth Kensington.
It's locked.
Well, you see,
Thomasina O'Neill. Looks like Camille was teaching herself how to play the piano.
well, apparently we need a hint. I do appreciate it when games like
Looks like some kind of sewing sampler. I wonder if there's a relationship between those symbols and those numbers.
oh, there certainly is. Awfully Ursula. I do appreciate it when games just don't assume you know stuff, though. I have played some, like, adventure games where they just assume that you know stuff. So I may be catty about it, because I do know how
I
to play
wonder
the
what's under
piano.
here, and what the deal is with those weird-looking bolts.
I'm not actually serious.
Hello?
Nancy, hi, it's me.
Hi, Bess.
Hey, Bess.
And me.
Hey, George, what's up?
What's up? You're the one who's on the train with a bunch of famous people. You tell us. This is torture, Nancy. I'm dying of curiosity here. Bess, just calm
Come
down.
on.
Oh, like you're not just as curious as I am. She's the one who insisted we call you Nancy. Only because you're driving me crazy. I'm supposed to be helping her paint her room, but every other brushstroke, she's like, where do you think she is now? How do you think the Hardy Boys are doing? Why do you think she hasn't called? What do you think Laurie Gerard is wearing? Oh, George, that is so not true. I could care less what Laurie Gerard is wearing. So come on, Nancy. You're on a train full of famous people bound for who knows where. So dish already,
No.
would ya? Bess, calm down. Look what you did. You got paint in my hair. I'm sorry. You know, actually, that looks kind of cool. Nice try, Bess. No, really. You're just saying that because you're afraid I'll bail and you'll wind up having to paint this dump all by yourself. George, I kid you not. You should seriously think about doing some major highlights in that color.
What color is it?
Adobe beige.
Nice try, Bess.
What's going on, Nan?
Well,
Our hostess has
the
disappeared.
famous person
What do you mean,
invited us here
disappeared?
disappeared.
I mean, the train went into a tunnel, everything went dark, and when the train came out of the tunnel, no Lori. She just disappeared.
Publicity stunt.
My
Yeah.
thoughts exactly.
Remember
what
the
else
time
would
she was
that be?
allegedly kidnapped from her Vegas hotel room? Yeah, the guy across the hall just happened to have a camera and got it all on tape. It made the evening news in practically every city in the country. And then there was her daring escape the next morning. Only it turns out she faked the whole thing. Of course, she claims her ex-boyfriend faked it to get back at her. She thought she was really being kidnapped. Like anybody believes that.
Sounds to me like somebody has been spending a lot of time reading the tabloids.
George has. Very funny. So what else is going on?
No, we're
Before she
supposed to find out-
disappeared,
figure
Lori
out a
told us that the
disappearance,
purpose
and
of
then
this
she
train trip is to
disappeared,
find
so,
out
you
what
know.
happened to Jake Hurley, the train's original
Very
owner.
dramatic
Was he
timing,
murdered or something?
actually.
No one knows. He was married to a woman named Camille, but she died, and he eventually vanished while mining for gold. His train was found abandoned in Blue Moon Canyon,
I know
Nevada,
Camille.
with no one on board but his dead engineer.
Whoa, spooky. Have any theories?
No.
Not yet, but the train is also rumored to be haunted by his dead wife.
So first Hurley's wife dies, then Hurley vanishes, then the engineer dies, then Laurie vanishes. A pattern, maybe? Bess, do us all a favor and leave the detective work to Nancy, okay?
Has either of you been to Copper Gorge, Colorado?
Never heard of the place. Why?
Well, that's where the train I'm on is headed. Apparently Jake Hurley buried his wife Camille there after she died on the train.
She died on the train? Ew, creepy.
Yeah.
Jake used to see
I
strange
think
lights
it's
at
kinda
night
sweet,
bobbing
but
alongside the
we buried
train
her
and
at
thought it
the-
was Camille dancing.
Super creepy. Yeah, I just got goosebumps. Which is hard when you're practically covered in paint.
Have a good one.
Catch you later.
Let us know what happens.
I will not. I will promptly forget to call you until I'm stuck. Alright, what we got here?
Hey, Nancy, right?
Yes.
You've got a better memory than our hostess.
Who doesn't?
You know
Amateur
what?
detective, huh? Ever thought about becoming a real detective? You know, like me?
Yeah. Do you like what you do? Because...
Well, I don't know. Do you like what you do?
I love it. You, heard about those bank robberies I solved, right?
Sure.
Yes, I sure did.
Baffling case. Two-man team at 17 banks in 3 states in 5 days. FBI had no idea who the perps were. But after forcing their vehicle to a stop, confronting them, despite the fact that they were armed and giving chase, I single-handedly made the collar.
How badly do we want to insult this poor guy? You're doing your best. You're doing your best.
I heard they stopped because you accidentally rear-ended them.
You heard wrong. You see, Nancy, when somebody does something really remarkable in this country, the first thing everybody else does is try to tear them down. Reporters, late-night comedians, even some of my fellow officers, all have been spreading vicious lies about me. Why? Because they've never done anything remarkable in their sorry little lives, and they're jealous. Anyway, you should look around in here. Lots of interesting stuff. This was Jake's private car, you know.
I understand that you found something on the floor in the dining car.
Yeah, at first I thought it was an old coin, but it turned out to be some kind of slug.
Enough of that.
Do you think it had anything to do with Lori's disappearance?
Nah.
No.
Probably been lying there for 100 years. May have served a purpose back then, but now, worthless.
May I have it then?
May I see it?
Sure. In fact, here, keep it. Wear it around your neck or something. That way, when people ask you where you got it, you can tell them Tino Balducci gave it to you. The Tino Balducci.
It's cranberry juice.
Oh, thank you.
What else can I do for you?
What do you mean that's what the blood bag is?
Have you had a chance to talk to Charlena Purcell?
Now, why would I want to do a thing like that?
John Gray?
What about John Gray?
The ghost guy? Total quack. Only reason I talked to him would be to arrest him for fraud.
You are unreasonably bad at investigating. Okay?
So, what do you think happened to Lori?
She could have been kidnapped. She could have been tossed off the train. She could be hiding from us. But I obviously won't know which until I've gathered all the facts.
Yes, we'll have fun gathering the facts.
So, you're gathering facts?
Of course. It may not look it because that's my style. I'm a low-key kind of guy. But hey, don't worry. I'll know the facts when I know the facts. The truth can't be rushed, you know.
Yeah, wasn't Nicole making fun of me for that yesterday?
Thanks for your help.
Not a problem.
You like a cop. Okay. Thank you for the slug, though. I've had 2 sleep times in between, so anyway.
Camille with Hager Anderson and Chantilly Hildegard.
Yeah.
Looks like an old-fashioned cigar box. Wonder why
I can
it's
pull
locked.
another one out of my fridge if you want a better look. Right, I don't think I need this yet. Hey, she. Lead is the key. Which one was lead? PB! Alright, PB is the key.
JH. For Jake Hurley, obviously. Must be Jake's insignia.
I don't mind. I kind of want another one, I'll be honest. Just because of one stupid song. Tell me about the stupid. I can have two today. Gonna last me all week. That's just a IV big. That's all. A little crimped because can I take this?
Another gemstone.
A little crimped because I spiked it. Alright, do you think I've checked out everything in here? Probably. Everything I can poke at for now, anyway. Ah, pipes! Well, didn't see that coming.
There, all done.
I do have a bot. Let me just give you a permit to post the leak. How does that sound? There you go. One link permitted. Okay. Yeah, that was about what I expected. Yes, I was listening to it for a short bit. Let's see if I can go farther down the train.
An old scale. Strange. It seems to be built into the wall.
I cannot go any farther.
It's locked.
It has a cherry.
Those symbols look like the ones I saw in that sampler.
And an owl. Alright, let's go look at the cherry and the owl then. I mean, I had Schoolhouse Rock, so I can't judge you too awful much. Owl is 7, and then what was the other one? Apple? Or cherry? Do you remember? Well, anyway, we need 7. I think it was apple. It was cherry, so it's 10.
It's locked.
Alright, so I have 1 3. So I need more. You don't remember seeing symbols? Oh! Yeah, the one's on the door. Owl and cherry. I remembered owl. And I remembered fruit, so I know that it is 10. 7 and 10, but I need more weights. So... what is the key? Oh, wait. I just had a thought. Oh, you know what? It's fine. That is 82. Also helpful. Alright. Maybe I need to talk to somebody some more? No. Whenever I decide that it's time to talk to people more, it's never actually time to talk to people more. Scrim! Quiet. Ah, yes.
Better not mess with that puppy.
What do you mean by nitrogen and neon? Lead? Sorry, I had to. It was too tempting to not. Hello.
Yes?
What are you working on?
I'm writing my next book. I'm on a deadline, so until I write those 2 most wonderful of all 3-letter words, the end, everywhere I go, my laptop goes, and every chance I get, I write.
The others on the train, John Gray and that police detective, do you know them very well?
I don't know them at
Yeah,
all.
no, I'm
Needless
assuming
to
it's
say,
a
I don't
four
watch
number.
television, so I've never
Or I
even
have
seen
to
Mr.
type
Gray
in
before.
lead somewhere.
Although I do know that his profession, if you can call it that, is rife with crackpots. As for Mr. Balducci, from what I've read, his success in solving those robberies was less a matter of talent and more a matter of being in the right place at precisely the right time.
I don't think he's a good investigator.
Do you think he's a good investigator?
Do you think?
No. You and those two Boy Scouts you're with would make better detectives.
Aw,
Is
thank
that all,
you.
dear?
What else do you know about Jake Hurley? You know, the man who originally owned this train?
Wealthy, imaginative, adventurous, stubborn, egocentric, and most importantly, he was smitten at the age of 35 by a young French woman named Camille Voulet, who died about a year after they were married.
Oh no!
When did he buy this train?
Sometime in the 1870s,
Yes.
he decided to seek his fortune out west.
Oh,
so
no,
he had
that's
this
gotta be a
train
different
custom
puzzle.
built so that he, and some years later his wife, could traverse the mountains and plains in relative comfort.
Because lead is a key, whereas those are symbols.
So he went west and became a miner?
All anyone knows for sure is that years after Camille's death, he showed up in Denver with a pouch full of gold nuggets and semi-precious stones, which he used to purchase mining supplies.
But I do like
He
that
refused
thought.
to
That's
say how
smart.
he'd come by them, which of course led to speculation that he had found a fantastically rich vein somewhere. Although to this day, its existence remains unsubstantiated, and its location quite unknown.
Why do you think Lori invited you on this trip?
No doubt because I'm such an authority on life in the Old West, and because I'm so good at using old information to unearth new information. My knack for research is, well, it's a gift.
Yeah, you kind of remind me of my aunt, actually. I have an aunt that writes historical fiction. Mom's half-sister. She's one of
I'll
the
let you
most
get back to your
encouraging
writing.
people for
Let
my
me know if you
streaming,
run across
you know.
anything juicy.
I will.
Can't go outside until the train stops. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good.
I thought I had all pipes connected.
It looks like this thing opens up. But how?
A goose! A box and a goose. That's another symbol. Do you think those are also, like... the thing? Yeah, I saved before I crashed the train. Why? But there is a second chance button, so like it takes you back a single choice. AKA right before you do something horrible. Four, one. Huh. But yes, I did save. No, I think there's more pipes in there. Alright, so I'm missing something. Why am I allowed to look at this? Is there anything in here? No, just information. I've already looked at that. Color code. Okay. We'll want to be looking for colors then, too. Two contractions is not grammatically correct, but like, if you just naturally say wouldn't have, like I would, I say go for it. I mean, who's gonna stop you? Your fourth grade English teacher? Contractions are for a more normal, flow in writing, so like... English teacher? Okay, I don't know, man! Isn't that when they, like, taught you contractions? Can I play the piano yet?
Thanks for the chat.
Come back anytime.
No, I gotta have like a ghost sighting first, I think. Maybe I gotta... Alright, I'm not allowed to... Can't play the piano yet, as tempting as it is. So there's an owl cherry right there. Isn't that when they taught you contractions? I don't know. I was homeschooled. Fair. I was a little too active for normal classes, so I was homeschooled.
What have you got?
Do you think maybe one of Lori's other guests is in on her disappearance?
It's certainly possible.
From the way she talked, it didn't sound like she knew any of them.
Maybe that's what she wanted us to think.
Or maybe that's what one of them wanted her to think.
Well, whether Lori disappeared by force or by choice, what we've got to do now is find her.
Absolutely.
Okay.
See you
that's
soon.
fun.
Sounds good.
I don't know if you, like, enjoy the old-time adventure game stuff or not. I don't know.
Engineer,
Hi.
is this Miss Gerard?
No, my name's Nancy Drew.
Too bad.
Rude. Alright, we gotta... I'm missing something.
An eagle. Where else have I seen an eagle?
Oh, eagle! It's only one symbol. forgot to check what the angle was. Once I get them. Yeah. I appreciate help on this. Eagle is 2. I have a 3. Well. Back where I started. I guess I'll do a little... I don't want to be quiet. Alright, we got a 4 code. I think it's related to this pointers. I haven't seen anything like this before, so we'll have to figure out the directionals. I'm confused. Now, clearly we're supposed to find the other gem. I've already solved the table, but I sure will take a peek at it again. Oh, no, the table. I've already opened this. So you're talking about that. I was like, I'll check the table again. Two left feet. That's weird. Unless, of course, you're a hacker, in which case we're not sorry at all. Wait, I can take pictures. I can take one picture, it looks like. This person will just be like, oh, you dare ask me to do a thing? Wander needle point. John Gray. Saying lead is the key. Very figs. Didn't remember from shadow. It's half an hour. hard telling where the train will really end. Okay, well. So I've gotta be missing some. Check the windows, right? I don't want to talk to you.
Another gemstone.
Really? And I poke it. Strange. That doesn't help me at all. Oh, I'm probably not gonna play Faz on stream.
More questions?
I'll let you get back to your writing.
Remember, if it's juicy, I want to know about it.
Okay. Alright, she talked to me about this. I'd be willing to try it with you, but I can't say I'm too enthused about the idea. Sorry, Croissant. No, I'm enthused. I would be okay with playing it with you, but I'm not too enthused about the idea of playing it on stream. There we go. Alright, let's examine this room a little bit more. Check this drawer.
It's locked.
Alright, so I think that legit just needs a key. We need a screwdriver here. Play another note.
Don't even think about it.
Not allowed to.
Teddy Eberhardt. The Little Book of Samplers.
Word sampler means sample. Oh, wait! 7. Gotta wait. The eagle was 3, right? Or 4, rather.
That square and that duck look very familiar.
Okay. The eagle was 2, yes. You were right. We had enough to open that door, though. Okay. Probably shouldn't be poking around on weird
If
machines
those
on
are
a train.
candle holders, they are very strange.
Oh yeah, no, those are not candle holders.
Wonder what's supposed to go here.
This looks kind of like a press of some sort.
Looks like I need to enter 8 letters into this thing. The question is, which 8 letters?
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna poke this a little bit more. Yep, that's what I thought. I did it again. I did the exact same thing again. Nancy Drew, but that's
Lori?
fine.
Oh my gosh! I never thought you'd be the one to find me. No offense. Nadine?
Nancy Drew.
Well, as you can see, I wasn't really spirited away by ghosts or anything. That bookshelf in the dining car, you step on this thing in the floor in there, and it slides open. I practiced disappearing for weeks.
I'm glad you had fun.
Was anyone else in on the trick?
Just the engineer, and all he did was keep his mouth shut. See, here's the deal. My dad wound up with this train when he bought out Noram Shipping. They'd been storing it in this old warehouse outside St. Louis for so long that everybody had just forgotten about it.
Convenient.
Anyway, after like mass begging on my part, Dad had the train restored to working condition and got me an engineer and track permits and all that other stuff until finally, here we are, on our way to find out what happened to Jake Hurley.
Okay.
I think you were going to explain why you kidnapped yourself.
Oh,
figure out
right.
who is the
Well,
most
see, I was
effective.
one of the first people in like 100 years to set foot on this train, okay? Everything was just the way it was when Jake disappeared. Except I also found this. It's a letter that Jake wrote in 1901 to his niece back east. He was real paranoid about claim jumpers, which is why he never told anyone where his mine was. But he was also afraid something would happen to him and no one would ever know where it was. So he wrote this letter to his only living relative, Ruth Kensington. Here, take it.
You want me to have it? Why?
Because you found me. See, in that letter, Jake tells Ruth that everything she needs to figure out where his mine is on this train. He also warns her that his wife's spirit is on the train too, which kind of creeps me out. But the thing is, to find Jake's lost mine, we need the train.
How do you know this Ruth person didn't find the mine decades ago?
Mostly because I found that letter in the wastebasket. It was like she'd gotten so ticked off, trying to follow her nutty uncle's clues, that she finally said to heck with the whole thing.
You know what? Fair.
What about the other people you invited on this trip?
If you want to show them that letter, go ahead. It's totally up to you. We're going to Copper Gorge because that's where Jake buried Camille, so I figured his mine might be somewhere around there too. But if you think we need to go somewhere else, you just let me know and I'll have the engineer take us there.
She was just like, ah, you found me, so you get this note.
How come you didn't try to find the mine yourself?
Maybe I did. Or maybe I just thought letting other people try to find it would be a good excuse to throw a party. I like parties.
Darling. Darling.
How well do you know your guests?
Well, I don't know you or those Harvey guys at all.
Hardy. Frank and Joe Hardy.
Whatever. I didn't know John Gray before this either, but I love his show, and I figured he'd jump at the chance to investigate an honest-to-goodness haunted train, and now that someone has finally found me, I can finally go meet him for real.
What
Okay.
about Tino Balducci?
I met Tino right after he got famous for solving those robberies. Inviting him here for this was a no-brainer. I mean, what an awesome detective. And those piercing eyes of his, you just know his mind's in there going 90 miles an hour.
I'm concerned.
How well do you know Charlena Purcell?
I just know her from her books, which are so good. In fact, I just started reading her latest one, The Moon Tells No Lies. See, what I'd really like to do is write romance novels. Everybody who knows me says I'd be really good at it. In fact, a while back, I sent Charlena some ideas, just to see what she thought.
And?
She hated them.
Yeah.
I'll come back later.
I'll be waiting.
Have fun. I'm gonna poke around in here a bit, yeah?
Looks like a dance floor, maybe?
Right, no, clearly I need instructions for that.
I bet I know what this is for.
Screwdriver! Alright. I have found the thing that we needed. Is it like a crossword? Like, if there's gonna be a lead as the answer, this seems like the place to be, right? Oh, wait! What was the... I need to pee. I'll be right back. And then we'll, see if I can remember what the symbol is for... What? Sorry about that. What was that? I don't remember. I'll check. PB. Yes, but no. I don't see a P. Missing something. Ah, well, I have pipes that I can, and also people I can talk to. You would think, but I can't find any words. Also, you're only allowed to click 2 regardless. Hello?
Well, it's the little lady detective. What do you need?
I found Lori. She was hiding in the caboose.
Oh, yeah?
She disappeared because she wanted to see who'd find her first, which is why she left that clue behind.
That slug? I mean, I knew that slug was a clue. That's why I gave it to you. I mean, I could have found Lori no sweat, but I thought, hey, why not give somebody else a shot? And you came through. Nice job.
Thank you.
But look, from now on, if you come across anything that may have something to do with Jake Hurley and his mind, let me know, okay? Just so I can, give you advice, help you sort things out. After all, the opportunity to work side by side with a world-famous police detective doesn't come along every day, you know.
How did you and Lori meet?
We met at a party in New York. Nice girl. Not a lot upstairs, but nice girl.
She seems to have a thing for your eyes.
Yeah, she always told me they were... I mean, she told me once that she thought they were very, brown.
Brown.
What do you think happened to Jake Hurley?
He probably died trying to work that mine of his all by himself. But I'll let you in on a secret. I'm onto something
Okay.
that could crack this case wide open.
All right.
What did you find?
Sorry, can't go into detail. Let's just say that thanks to yours truly, what happened to Jake Hurley won't be a mystery much longer.
Uh-huh.
It's been great talking to you.
Helping people is what I'm all about.
Well, you weren't much help. Should've just ignored you. Wait, is that a paper by the couch that I saw?
Eliza Sandberger.
station, red ribbon. Interesting. Okay. Alright, well, I found her. Will you let me play the piano now?
Sickly Sarah caught a germ so new it made one of her pretty green eyes turn blue.
Interesting.
What's up?
I found Lori safe and sound in the caboose, so I guess those vibes you got about her being in serious trouble were wrong.
Strange. My vibes are never wrong. What's even stranger is I'm still getting them. So maybe they're not about Lori. Maybe they're about you.
Uh-huh.
I'm confused. Are you a scientist or a psychic?
I happen to be both. What's commonly referred to as psychic phenomena is all a matter of energy. Just
Right.
because we don't know where that energy is generated or how to measure it yet, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Trust me.
Uh-huh.
Either you or Lori is, or soon will be, in big trouble.
I mean, yeah.
Could you be more specific?
Unfortunately, no.
I'll let you
Okay,
get back to work.
then.
Goodbye.
Can I play the piano yet? No. We gotta witness a phenomenon, I think. What? Hello.
Yes?
I found Lori. She's in the caboose. You were right. She disappeared because she wanted to see which of us would find her first.
And you won. Congratulations.
Did you know that Lori wants to be a romance novelist?
Doesn't everyone?
Do you think she could do it?
No.
No.
Could we please talk about something a little more pleasant?
I should get
Yes,
going.
yeah.
My publisher thanks you.
Yeah, get back to work. I gotta go talk to Joe now.
Nancy, what's with the Cheshire Cat grin?
You found Lori.
Yep, she's holed up in the caboose. And as a reward for finding her, she let me have this. It's a letter from Jake to his niece in which he leaves clues telling her how to find his mine. Only the clues are extremely obtuse.
You found Lori, you got the letter with all the clues. Guess you don't need us anymore.
Oh, Joe, quit pouting. Want any help?
Are you kidding? You bet I do.
Now you're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Balducci wants me to share everything I find out about Jake Hurley with him.
I'll bet he does.
He just doesn't want you to show him up again.
Yeah, he wants you to do all the legwork so at the last minute, bam, he can swoop in and grab all the credit.
I wouldn't tell him a thing, Nance.
Unless it's to get lost.
I also. Okay. So...
It stands to reason that the only person other than Jake who had to have known the location of Jake's mine was the engineer on Jake's train.
Very true.
Not necessarily. Jake might not have told him the exact location. Maybe he just had him drop him off somewhere nearby.
Well, still, we'd be way ahead of the game if we knew where that drop-off point was.
Okay.
If the engineer had any surviving relatives, we may be in luck.
The guy died more than 100 years ago. How are we supposed to find out his name?
Maybe Charlena What's-Her-Face could tell us how to go about it.
Good idea, Frank. I'll ask her. See you
Okay.
soon.
Sounds
Now I
good.
can go talk to the gal. Hello.
More questions?
How would I go about finding out the name of Jake's train engineer?
If you're smart, you'd ask me. And because my work is going surprisingly well, during my next break, I'll log onto my archives at home and see what I can turn up.
That'd be
Well, I
great.
did ask
Thank you.
so...
Whoever invented the cellular modem, that's whom you should thank, dear.
All right, thank you.
I should get going.
All right, then.
Man, that's an old laptop. Alright, I have...
The 3rd of November, 1901, from somewhere in Colorado. Dear Ruth, I know that we've never met, but now that your father, my estranged brother, is gone, you are my only living relative. First, you will need a map. To obtain it, know that my travels have taken me all over this great country, to towns which can be difficult to find, to Calico, Silverado, and Central City, to Dodge City, Virginia City, and Tombstone. To locate the mine on the map, you'll need my projector. When it comes to placing the stones, you'll need to ask someone who holds a warm place in my heart. I have stored his name accordingly, but to retrieve his name, you'll have to give the dolls an order. This will require looking inside Camille's dancing shoes for the name of their maker, and wearing the shoes as you perform her favorite step on the dance floor. As for my beloved Camille, she has 4 words for you, words which, when translated into numbers and used in combination, will help power my projector. But alas, she's taken them with her to her grave. So go to Copper Gorge, Colorado, and pay your respects, and let some of her goodness rub off on you. I promised Camille that this train would always be her home. In return, she promised to never leave, and indeed she never has. People say I'm crazy, but I've seen her and heard her and feel her presence on the train even today, 20 years after her untimely death. So above all else, my dear niece, let nothing happen to my train. It holds wonderful things. Kindest regards, Jake Hurley.
Yes, the expletive is, Speedy Chicken, I believe. Oh, I didn't actually name the expletive. My Australian friend named them. One of my Australian friends named them. Okay. Alright, give me a sec. Okay, maybe more than a sec. Mother wanted to pet the baby too. Alright, girl, let me put my headphones on. We have a chicken. Okay. Yes, Miss Sportif is here. She's so pretty. She's super calm. She's a lot more used to being handled than Nova. Still not allowed to play the piano.
That tool I saw in the
Screws.
caboose. I bet that's what you use to unscrew these bolts.
And actually play the game while holding Miss Sportif here. She. And yeah. She's a really good girl. Look at you.
More pipes to connect. Here we go.
Pipes are done. She's got a really pretty face. How long do you think it'll take? Like, what more things do I need to do? Nice.
Silver. What do all those colors have to do with silver?
Silver is orange, blue, green, red, purple, yellow. Orange, blue, green, red, purple, yellow.
Looks like to make this thing, whatever it is, I'm going to need a spyglass, a pickaxe, and a lamp. Citrine, amethyst, zircon, those are all gemstones, I think.
Really? That's what you have to say, is it? Oh, bless you. check. Oh, you're getting impatient with me, are you? Silver is orange, blue, green, red, purple, and yellow. Girl. You want to go back to bed? She wants to go back to bed. You can stay awake a little bit longer, can't you, girl? Hey, that's not gonna work. I was giving you the freedom so that you, because I didn't think you'd do that. You wanna say bye? No? No, you don't wanna say bye. She's ready to go back. We can go do the thing. Thank you for writing that down for me, Croissant. Now that we have pet the chicken. Nick looks guilty. Thanks you for the crickets. I think it was here. Orange. Blue. Green. Red. Purple. Yellow. Yes, I said that Le Coq Sportif thanks you for the, crickets.
Looks like a pattern for some kind of dance step. Maybe I'd better keep this. Wilson carbide and acetylene works. Always your friend, Thomas Wilson.
Okay. Yeah, it's silver. Yeah. That's why silver is... That's why the note started with silver is. Now that we know we need these. Lead was PB, yeah?
Can't go outside until the train stops.
We got a new way, which is square. No, it's not square. We got a new way, which is 7. Or 6, rather. It's 8. It's 8. We have 2 codes we need. One of which the answer is lead, but we're not sure how the answer is lead. One. Four. Okay. We got 4. But we need the next step. Hmm. We need another way. Also, we have that. So that probably goes somewhere in here. Because this is the new space, so...
I need a pickaxe.
We've already cranked that.
Jake said a spyglass goes here.
Spyglass and a torch.
Jake said a lamp goes here.
Close enough.
That must be the projector Jake mentioned in his letter to Ruth. According to that diagram I found, those 6 gemstones are supposed to go in these 6 holders, but I have no idea which one goes where. This is where a gemstone goes.
Alright, so we need another clue for that.
Whoa! Somebody must have thrown the emergency brake.
Alright, well, it
Question
wasn't me
is,
this time.
did somebody throw the brake? Or something?
Oh, Joe, now you sound like Lori.
Hey, I was the first one on the scene, and I saw no one.
That slot requires a pickaxe.
Who was the next person on the scene?
John Gray. Then Balducci came bursting through one door while Frank and the engineer came through the other. Boy, was that guy ticked. He said the train could have derailed. He reset the brake, muttered a few choice words, then headed back to the engine just as you and Lori showed up.
Everybody was there except Charlena. I don't think she left her laptop the whole time.
Do you think she could have thrown the brake and snuck back to her laptop without your seeing her?
Not likely, but possible, I guess.
The question is, why? What did she or anybody else stand to gain by stopping the train?
Answer?
I guess we'll find out.
Nothing. Which is why I think we should at least consider the possibility that something less human in nature may be at work here.
Ah, Joe.
I'm going to see if Balducci's done dusting for fingerprints. Catch you later.
Do you think Balducci's actually dusting for fingerprints? I did it first. Can I play the piano yet?
What's up?
So are you making any progress in here?
Oh yeah, not only am I getting some real unusual EMRs, that's electromagnetic readings, but take a look at this.
Baby.
You've got something?
I set up a camera and took some time-lapse photos. Sometimes I was in the room, sometimes I wasn't, but somewhere along the line, I managed to get a shot of Camille.
Where? You don't mean that little blob, do you?
Yep, that's Camille.
Okay.
You're skeptical. That's cool. Just remember, the key word when it comes to ghostly phenomena is energy. That blob is the result of Camille's residual life force, spirit if you
Yeah,
will, reacting
spirit
with the
orbs.
chemicals in the photographic paper.
Couldn't it just be a flaw in the photographic paper?
Okay, it could be that too, but it's not. Trust me.
Okay.
Thanks for the chat.
Come back anytime.
Am I allowed to play the piano yet?
Don't even think about it.
Okay.
Glad you dropped in. Lori told me she'd given you a letter from Jake Hurley that says how to find his mine.
That's right. You can read it if you want.
Lori should have given that to me. I mean, I'm the trained professional around here. Let me take a look.
Spirit orbs.
I've seen enough. 2 words. Useless. Those are just the rantings of a guy who spent way too much of his life swirling mud around in Pandora in the hot sun. 5-star nut job.
Well, thank you.
Lori says she found this letter in a wastebasket.
exactly where it belongs.
Did you find any fingerprints on the emergency brake handle?
None that were any help, thanks to Casey Jones up there. I told the old geezer not to touch anything, but he went and got his big, fat, oily paw prints all over the place. If we didn't need him to drive the train, I'd charge him with obstruction of justice.
Yep, you sound like a cop, alright.
So you have no idea who threw the brake?
Whoa, I didn't say that.
It
As a
was
matter
you,
of fact,
wasn't it?
I found this. Probably fell out of the perp's pocket while he was yanking on the handle.
Looks like some kind of thermometer.
Yeah, like the kind a certain ghost hunter uses on that bogus show of his.
You think
think it was
John
you.
Gray threw the brake? But why would he do that?
Because they're thinking about
Suspicious.
axing his show, that's why. I checked with this buddy of mine in L.A. Gray's got to come up with something real big real soon, or he's toast. And you can't get much bigger than a train with a spooky past that's prone to strange accidents, now can ya?
Uh-huh.
Have you confronted John with your suspicions?
All in due time. I always like to get my ducks in a row before I make an arrest.
But couldn't someone else have dropped that thermometer?
Please. Who's the top cop here, huh? Who's the world-famous detective? You? I know what I'm doing, sweetheart. John Gray wanted publicity. That's exactly what I'm gonna give him.
Uh-huh.
You've been a big help.
Helping people's what I'm all about.
I think you did it. It's totally him, huh? Alright, but where was it so I can have a look? Should I go talk to him about it? Sure. No. Let's have it peek around first. Who's the asshole?
What is that?
Hello.
Better not mess with that puppy.
Now I could play the piano, I bet you. Oh, I gotta be switching soon. Let me play the piano first. I'll play the piano. Did you see the ghost?
Hey, glad you stopped in. You gotta listen to this.
If it concerns something ghostly, I'd rather not.
No problem. What's up?
I saw a bunch of weird glowing lights outside the window of the sleeping car.
Really? Actually, I'm not surprised.
Charlena said Jake Hurley used to see them too, only he attributed them to his dead wife, Camille.
They're probably some form of piezoelectricity. See, my guess is quartz crystals in the ground are being compressed as the train passes over them, and the resulting voltage, called piezoelectricity, is manifesting itself as glowing lights, probably because of some quirk in the train's shape or in the composition of the metals used in its construction. It was custom built, remember?
So it's a natural phenomenon, not a ghostly one?
Take it from me. Old Mother Nature was capable of some pretty scary stuff.
You know what? Fair.
Are you by any chance missing a small digital thermometer?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. When I went through the box I'd packed them in, that one over there, I came up one short. I was hoping to set up at least 6 in here so I could check for cold spots. How did you know I was missing one?
Because Tino Balducci found it by the emergency brake handle when he was dusting it for fingerprints, and now he thinks you're the one who pulled it.
That's ridiculous. I didn't have any reason to pull the emergency brake.
Is it true that your show is in danger of being canceled?
Newsflash, my show was canceled. Happened last night. But what nobody knows yet is that it's been picked up by a major TV network. Not only am I still on the air, but I'm sitting prettier than ever. Any other questions?
I mean, fair.
Were you in this room the whole time prior to that emergency brake thing?
Of course not. I made a couple of trips to my compartment in the sleeping car to get more equipment. But did I get an overpowering urge to pull the emergency brake while I was there? No.
Fair.
I'll let you get back to work.
Goodbye.
I'm not allowed to play the piano. Okay, well, I guess I better prepare. I am told I did not mean to not listen to the ghost sound. But it's pretty typical ghost sound stuff, if I'm remembering correctly. Alright. I'm gonna go get me my brain juice, because I'm gonna need it. And then we're gonna do some... mortuary assistant. We'll be doing some mortuary assistant. I'll see you guys in a little bit.